there was just only one barn, which doesn't exist anymore. It got burned down. And there were no houses or anything like that. This is the prasadam tent and other function tents. And this is called amaranth. Anybody know what amaranth is?
Yeah.
So that's it over here. And it's just very good, healthy food. And this is Yogamaya's temple, and that's Lord Shiva's temple, which we're having to rebuild, because you can see that these bricks that we originally built them from weren't really suitable. So that's... Huh? No, they're in Tulsi's. That's there, in the greenhouse. You know Varsana, you know that there's 5 hills there. 4 are Lord Brahma, 1 is Lord Vishnu. And, well, you see these, so you can see this is Maharaj Vishwabhanu's palace, and when you go around here, this is Mangar, and that's Vishnu Parvat, and this is Morgar and Vishnu Parvat and Mangar and Dangar, and this is the palace of Maharaj Vishwabhanu. These are 4 hills, and this is Krishna Kund, and just over there we'll go around. That's Shankari Kaur, and if you've been up to Mangar, then see that the view is sort of very similar, looking down behind Varsana, looking down, although it's higher. But of course, everything here in New Vrajadam is on a smaller scale. And then we have festivals. I think the devotees have been here. We did that before, where we do the same as what they do in Varsana, where the ladies come with sticks and the men have shields, and it's a good time to get back for all the male chauvinism. So why don't we all just walk around this way, and you're all welcome to come here and sit and chant, and the whole idea is that the books give an inspiration for the pastimes. I mean, there are many pastime places all around, and all of those are or will become sort of installed in due course of time. Right now, you may have seen that we're over there, we're concentrating on the samadhis of acharyas, and that's what we're installing in the different temples outside devotees' homes, and there's 50 of those. So we started with the first 10. At the end of the month we'll do another 5, and we'll probably do a good portion of the rest next year. So the devotees all consider that the temple, that their homes are actually the residence of acharyas. And so this is for instance where the Shankari court, where gopis would come down, Srimati Radharani would come down, carrying milk products into market, and Krishna jumps from here to here, and then all the cavalry boys stop, and that's where they have that big fight, and or all kinds of fights, because there are different versions of the whole pastime as it takes place, and you can see all these. Each hill has these nice little trees that are very ideal for sitting and chanting Hare Krishna, and so these are. None of this was here, so everything was done. This was all. This hill and everything was all sponsored by Varsana and the sister. It's called Varsana. Serve Varsana. Yes, yeah. That's my sort of shortcoming. I need to both write those things and then yes, it'll get done. And then put up also for the different devotees who sponsor different places. So when you go down to the Goshala, then you see that hill, Nandagram. That was also just hauled a whole bunch of earth there just to actually build that hill. And yeah, so if you keep going, this is just like sort of a miniature version of what you may have walked in Varsana in Vrindavan. And very nice, and flowers, and there's Krishna Kund. This is also where gopis tied Madhumanga to the tree. And that chair or that seat is where, after to mitigate the offenses that they make to him, then they sat him over there and just fed him laddus. Over there this is Dangar, where there's that story of how Brahman came and approaches, or also Krishna extracts Dan from the gopis, but it's also where there's a swing, and here where Brahman needed something from Krishna in order to get a dowry for his daughter. And so Krishna says, well, you're Brahman, I give you the most valuable thing so you can have Srimati Radharani. So she didn't like that very much. So then they put her on a scale, and all the gopis had to chip in all of their gold in order to tip. They must have had a lot of gold. Out of that, there were a lot of gopis there. And they tipped the balance, and then he went off with all the gold. He was very happy. That was a bad deal. Taking gold for Srimati Radharani. So that's also. And interestingly, if you go to Vrindavan, you'll see that there's a very old temple there, and deities that are there have been worshipped there for 6,000 years, Radha Krishna deities. And which also confirms that Radha Krishna worship was there actually since ever, but it was very, very rare. It was very rare that people actually knew about it. even now, up there in Varsana, it's in a very secluded place. Everyone goes to the main temple. That's where they have things, but this is off the track. Well, that's it for now. It's unfortunately I have to go back in the temple room. I don't know if have you all been to the Goshala? You haven't been there. Anyway, someone can go there. Devapasta can go. You can go see the cows and the bulls. Just around now, the cows will be coming in. Last night when you were all chanting here, I went over there, and we have three types of cows. One is the indigenous Hungarian cows. Unfortunately, cows aren't meant for lifelong dairy anywhere in the West. So the cows aren't really cows that live long, even naturally. And so they tend to develop different types of diseases. Either they get eye cancer because they have light-colored eyes, or their feet are so heavy that their feet, they get feet problems and so on. And so those are the sort of the beige-looking cows. And then we got some brown Swiss, which are a little more hardy. But ultimately, what we have now is we finally managed to get Zebu, Indian Brahma bull, and we couldn't get it from India because they wouldn't allow animals to come in from India into the EU. So as it so happened, we were able to get a... Hey, amiga, jövök! So we were able to get one. There was one in the Berlin Zoo. There was one in the Berlin Zoo. And jövök! And so he's now the father, and he's fathering other cows. And the difference between Western bulls, cows, of course, real experts will even argue whether what we call cows in the West actually really fit into the species of cow. Their whole biological makeup is so different to the actual, those white Brahma bulls and cows that you see in India. But in any case, they give milk, so they're cows. And all the cows that you see here are all born here. So now that we're crossbreeding them, they're hardier. They don't get sick. The bulls especially are 70%, for instance, the bulls that we have, and we work all of our bulls, half of them end up being bulls. So it's a little misleading. Half of them end up being bulls, and they have to be worked, so they work. The problem is because, once again, these animals were originally bred for slaughter. They're not bred to be working, so the indigenous Hungarian animals, they can't work 8 hours a day. They're too heavy, they're too big. For them, just pulling themselves is already a chore. So they can work 3-4 hours a day, whereas the Indian bulls they're about 60% of the weight, and they can go all day long, and they're they're stronger in the sense that they don't have to carry themselves. So it's very interesting. Now, you'll see him when you go over there. He sticks out, Nandi, and he's now going to be the one who we're actually breeding and getting getting the proper type of herd that is actually more conducive for service, for lifelong service, and that can actually do things like more healthy, and at the same time that they maintain themselves. I don't know if you've seen before, these are weeping willows, and they're sort of the Hungarian version of kunjas, especially when there's 4 of them all together, and you have to clip, you hear the things that clip, they go all the way down, and they're very perfect. They make very ideal groves. Okay, I'm going into the temple room. Up to you where you'd like to go. If you want to go to see the Goshala, then please do so. Tomorrow's going to be, anyway, a busy day. And the day after tomorrow's going to be a busy day. And, but in the meantime, I think we'll be at 6. And then we can chant from John. And yeah, sorry we couldn't go any further right now. It's not as much time as we have.
Next time.
You saw the Goshala yesterday? You saw the cows? Good. Can you say that in English? What did you say? What did it say?
So the statue of the man trying to kill the cow, just inside the...
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's just to tell the guests that this is what the karma's like when they kill the cow. Karma, yeah. And in the future, they're the ones who are going to... Exactly. That's right. The man becomes the cow becomes the man, or someone else becomes, and in the future, no, don't do that. That's right.
And then the cow comes in.
Yes.